About J.C. Penney? You heard about him or no? J.C. Penney was a Jew. His mother was Miriam and his father was Yosef. Yosef was out of town. He comes and he sees Miriam is pregnant. One day J.C. Penney is born. They send him to a yeshiva of Rav Yoshua ben Farchia. The rabbi throw him out of the yeshiva because he's watching the ladies. And he even came to tell the rabbi how beautiful are the ladies over there. The rabbi kicked him out. One day he wanted to make tshuva. He came back to the yeshiva. The rabbi was in the middle of praying. He got angry that the rabbi doesn't give him attention, and he went and made himself a cult. He collected people from the street, all the losers, all the lowlife. No, that's everything I tell you. It's like according to the New Testament. That's what they say. He started to pick up, and that's why they brag about. That he took all the miserable people from the street and became the rabbi. They brag about this. So he had a cult. I want to tell you something. How many years after he died, they started to write the evangelists, the Mark, John, Matthew, Luke? How many years after he died?
200.
Between 70 to 300 years. There's all different opinions. The minimum amount of time is 70 years. The maximum is about 300 years after. Let's go for the minimum. We'll give them the benefits of the doubt. Only 70 years after he died, that's 3 to 4 generations after. Imagine I come, I give you a book, I say God gave me this book, whatever, and I'm speaking about somebody, my grandfather, his grandfather. And I begin to tell you that he walked on water, and he fed people with the bread, 500 people, and he did miracles, and he's going to be the Messiah. I'm talking about my grandfather, and write a book about him. What proof do I have that what I say is correct? Zero. I can tell you anything I want about my grandfather. Either you're going to be foolish to believe me, or not. That's all. Proof? I cannot supply even one. Can I prove? Who knows him? Can I show witnesses that know who he is? It's all nonsense. Somebody come and begin to write stories about him. How do you know it's all a lie? Pay attention to this. This is Matthew 5, verse 17 to 19. Here is the sources in front of you. J.C. is speaking. Don't think I came to contradict the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to contradict. I came to fulfill. If I'm telling you today, if heaven and earth will be destroyed, there's still not going to be one letter erased from the Torah. Not even a part of the letter. They all will remain. Therefore, if somebody annulled one of the smallest mitzvot of the Torah and teach it to others differently, will be cursed by the kingdom of heaven. If one person will have the nerve to ignore one mitzvah of the Torah, you hear? The Messiah of the Christians is talking, he's giving them a lecture in their book, right here in Matthew. If anyone will have the nerve to change one letter from the Torah or modify one mitzvah, will be cursed by God. Do you know one Christian that keeps the mitzvot of the Torah? Couldn't be more foolish than this. Right here in front of your eyes. He told his followers, no one is allowed to go one letter against the Torah. Why they don't listen to him? If he's the Son of God, how can you ignore him? What's going on here? You're starting to understand what's going on here? So, according to us, Abraham bought Me'arat HaMachpelah from Ephron. It's in Hebron. Who is the father of Shechem? In the Torah, Hamor, it's the father of Shechem. How many Jews went to Egypt? 70. According to the New Testament, 75. Where is Jacob was buried? In the grave that Abraham bought from the children of Hamor. No, he bought it from Ephron. Big mistakes. What happened to God? He doesn't remember the details? Foolish mistakes, one after the other. I give you one other example. It says that one time he was very hungry. He was looking for something to eat. Then he saw a fig tree from far away. Figs. You know, sweet figs on a tree. So he was with his student. So his student told him, we're very hungry. There's a tree over there. Do you think we can go and get some food over there, some fruit? So he told him, wait here, let me go check if the tree has fruit. So he went all the way to the tree and he found out that the tree is empty, it doesn't have fruit. So he says in the New Testament that he cursed the tree, that it should never have fruits, ever. Few problems in this story. If you're the Son of God, what kind of Son of God need to walk a mile to see if the tree has fruits? God doesn't know if the tree has fruits? He's going to save us? What fools. When I read it, it's the biggest joke in town, this New Testament. I'm serious. I'm not trying to put them down. I actually feel bad for them. Just today I got an email from a woman. I'm not going to say her name. I didn't ask permission. A non-Jew, Gentile. She wrote me an email. She, her husband, and she has 2 kids. She said, I watched your lectures on the website. I can't believe I wasted 39 years on this nonsense. Every day I get 5 to 10 emails like this and phone calls. I actually being harassed by many of them that don't give up. They're dying to convert. It's hard for them. So they're counting on me to make them a shortcut. Some of them I helped. I connected them with the right people because I was convinced that they're very serious. Just giving you an idea, all you have to do, you have to be biased. You have to be objective. You have to follow the truth. Ignore your beliefs from the past. Just listen to what people talk to you. If he's the Son of God, he doesn't need to walk all the way to the tree. And even, why does he curse the tree? It wasn't the season of the figs. A tree does only what God told him. God said to the tree, 6 months you give fruit, 6 months you rest. He came, the tree doesn't have fruit. He cursed the tree, it should never have fruit. What kind of God is this? God is cursing the tree. He made the tree not giving fruit. Many, many examples like this, one after the other. Let's move on. Let's see what the Torah had to tell us about Islam and Christianity. You won't believe this. Inside the Torah, God is speaking to the Jews what's going to happen to them if they will betray Him. And we did. The truth must be said loud. The Jews were ungrateful to God. Once after the other. All the time. We saw it. Cannot deny what the Torah is speaking about. Even if we don't like to mention it, but that's the truth. And we are the proof that we are not following Hashem's word. Some of us are ignorant. Maybe it's not 100% our fault. Some of us know the truth. I'm sure some of you know God exists. I'm sure you have 50% at least belief that the Torah is the word of Hashem. So why you ignore it? It's a good question to ask. Why? If you know there's 50% chance that there is poison in a cup, you drink? 1% chance you won't touch the water. But 80 or 90% believe in the Torah, it's not enough for you to listen to God. That's why I came to make it 100%. 100%. Now listen good. The Torah says, you will not survive long. You will be destroyed. In the exiles, where Hashem will spread you, in all the nations, and only very few of you will survive. Where God is directing you there, and you worship a God man-made, wood and stone, that cannot see, cannot hear, cannot do anything. This is what the Torah said. This was written 3,320 years. 1,300 years before Christianity, 2,000 years before Islam. Make no mistake here. The Torah is speaking about two main religions. The religion of the wood, the religion of the stone.